Once, in a quiet town surrounded by wide-open fields, there lived an elderly man named Thomas. His house stood at the edge of the street, with a small porch and a single, warm light glowing in the window every evening. Thomas lived alone. His wife had passed away years ago, and his children had moved far away. But anyone who passed by noticed something unusual. Thomas always smiled. A slow, peaceful smile, as if he knew something about life that others didn't. People in the town often wondered, how can someone who has lost so much still look so calm? Life in the town wasn't easy. The factory had reduced jobs, small shops were closing, many families worried about bills, health, and the future. Stress lived quietly in every home, and yet, every evening, Thomas sat on his porch, watching the sunset, as if nothing could steal his peace. One cold afternoon, a young man named Daniel stopped outside Thomas's house. Daniel looked exhausted. His shoulders were heavy with worry. He finally spoke. "I lost my job. My savings are almost gone. I feel like everything is falling apart." Thomas listened quietly and pointed to the empty chair beside him. "Sit," he said gently. "Tell me, what are you most afraid of?" Daniel sighed. "I'm afraid my life won't get better. I feel stuck." Thomas nodded slowly. "When fear speaks," he said, "it sounds like the truth, but it isn't always." Daniel looked confused. "How can I feel hopeful when everything is uncertain?" Thomas leaned back and said, "Let me tell you something I learned the hard way. Many years ago," Thomas began, "I met a traveler stranded in the desert. He had little water and no clear path. He kept staring at the endless sand, saying, 'I'm going to die here. There's no way out.' But an old guide told him, 'Stop staring at what scares you. Look for what can help you.' The traveler began noticing small things: a bird flying in one direction, a patch of cooler sand, a faint trail. Those small signs led him to an oasis. The desert didn't change. His focus did." Thomas looked at Daniel, and that changed everything. Daniel sat quietly, absorbing the words. "So, you're saying," he asked softly, "my situation may not change overnight, but my focus can?" Thomas smiled. "That's where change always begins." He continued, "Every morning, ask yourself, what is still possible today?" Daniel decided to try. Each day he woke up and wrote down one thing he could do. Apply for one job, learn one new skill, help someone, stay disciplined. Slowly his confidence returned, not because life got easier, but because he stopped feeling powerless. One evening, Daniel rushed to Thomas's porch, almost out of breath. "I got a job," he said, eyes shining. "It's not perfect, but it's a start. And I feel like myself again." Thomas's warm window light reflected in Daniel's eyes. "You see," Thomas said softly, "hope doesn't change the world instantly. It changes how you walk through it." Daniel looked at the glowing window. "I think I understand now," he said. "That light, it's not just a bulb, is it?" Thomas smiled. "No, it's a reminder. No matter how dark the day is, you can still choose to keep a light on." Over time, more people began stopping by Thomas's porch. They didn't come for solutions. They came for perspective. And that small light in the window became a symbol in the town, not of a man who had an easy life, but of a man who chose peace anyway. Lessons of the story. 1. Your situation doesn't define your future. Your focus does. 2. Small steps taken with hope create big changes over time. 3. Fear grows when you stare at it. Strength grows when you move. 4. You can't control everything, but you can control your mindset. 5. Sometimes the greatest power is simply refusing to lose hope.